Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to take a look at cryptographs. We are going to explain all the components that are in a cryptograph and how to read them. So let's get into this. But first, if you are enjoying the content, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date with the latest cryptocurrency news and be a part of our AltCoinTrader monthly giveaways. But let's get into the video. So if we go to www.altcointrader.co.za, a webpage such as this will appear, and this is the AltCoinTrader exchange. As you can see, we have the list of cryptocurrencies on the right hand side that are on the exchange, and on the left is their corresponding graph. So for this video, we are going to use Shiba Inu as an example. There are two types of graphs, the basic and the advanced, and we are going to use the advanced graph for this video. So you would click on the advanced button and a graph such as this will appear. As you can see, a lot of red and green, a lot of numbers, a lot of stuff to deal with. But in this video, we will get into everything. So let's start off with explaining the components of a graph. So there are many components to take into consideration when looking at a graph. There are candlesticks, there's volume towers, there is the time period. All of this, the open, the close, the highs, the lows, this will be explained in this video. So let's take a look at first off the components of a graph. In the top left, we have which graph we are looking at, which is Shiba Inu. We have the time interval, which can be changed to whatever time interval you would like to look at. We can choose what type of candlesticks or bars we would like to see. I like using the Heiken Ashi. They are my favorite, and that is what we can do at the top. Then if we take a look at the actual graph, we have our candlesticks. There are two types of candlesticks, red and green. Red obviously means the price is decreasing, green means the price is increasing. We then also have the wicks, which are attached to the top and the bottom of the candlestick. We will explain those in more detail a little bit more into the video. We also have these volume towers at the bottom, and that is just the volume during that time period that you have selected for each candlestick. So that is the broad basics of what you are seeing on a graph. Let's get into more detail about our candlesticks. We are going to use this candlestick over here because it is a very good candlestick to use to explain what is going on. So if we hover over this candlestick, if you look in the top left, it will say Shiba Inu 5-minute interval, and we're using the Heiken Ashi candlesticks. Next to that, we will have an O, H, L, and C. These will have numbers next to them. What they are is the opening price. That is the opening price when this candlestick started over that time period. The high is the highest price that the crypto reached during this candlestick's time interval. The low is the lowest price that the crypto reached during this candlestick's time interval. And the close is the price of the crypto when we moved on to the next time interval. We then have underneath that volume over 20 minutes, or volume 20, and that is 14.422 million. So guys, that is what this tower at the bottom here represents. Let's now take a look at an actual candlestick in more detail. So again, we're going to use the same candlestick. Let's take a look at what it is. So we have our big body on the candlestick. That is the thicker green section, and then we have our wick, which is the thin line coming out the top and the bottom. So if we hover over the bottom of our body of our candlestick, we will see this is the opening price when this time period started. So the opening price was 10,782. And then if we go to the top of the body and hover over that, that is the closing price for this period. That was 10,847. We then wonder, what are the wicks? So if we go up to the wick, we will see that the top of the wick is actually the high for this time period. That is 10,899. And the bottom of the wick is the low that it reached during this period, which is 10,689. So the gap here, guys, is the difference between the opening amount and the low, and then the gap between the top is the difference between the highest amount and the close. So the highest amount was 10,899 and the lowest amount was 10,689. So the difference here between the body and the wick is the wick shows the difference between the high and the closing amount, and the bottom wick shows the difference between the opening amount and the low. So guys, I hope that explains to you what a wick is and what a candlestick is. If we then take a look at the graph on an overall, let's start at 9:15. We had a red candlestick. It was then followed by a green, a green, a green, a green, and then another red, and then a green, 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 and then followed by two reds. What does this mean? If you watched the video last week, this means that we are in a bit of an upward trend at the moment, which is always good. We can see a little bit of a sell-off happening here, But I hope this video has helped explain to you how to read a cryptograph, the different components of a cryptograph, and that it can help you to execute your trades in the future and make decisions. Again, I hope this has helped you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.